Welcome, and this first movie of Chapter 4. Chapter 4 is about things that get bigger and smaller. Paragraph 1 is called Similarity, when it's the same. And we're first starting with enlargements. And well, an enlargement is, for instance, a poster. If you have a nice picture and you want to have it on your wall, then it needs to become bigger and you need to enlarge it. An example is over here. This is Fabian Cancellara, and he is kind of a hero for me because when I was a bit younger, he was a very, very good cyclist. In the classics and in a time trial. And yeah, you could have this as a picture, and then I would want to have it bigger and I want to enlarge it. And right now you can see the lower side is 4. Yeah, 4. And if I'm increasing it, you can see I'm enlarging it and can make it twice as big. So the lower side is 4 as well. And you can see it scales that the side that goes up also becomes twice as big because, of course, if you go from 4 to 8, it becomes twice as big. And then that's called an enlargement. That if you have one side is multiplied by one number, the other one is multiplied by the same number as well. And then it stays, yeah, basically the same picture. And um, yeah, you could also have it that you want to have a small picture with you. Of course, not of your hero, but it could be of your loved one. For instance, me of my wife or my son. Then you want to have that same picture and you want to have it smaller, like this. Right now, the number I need to multiply the original size, the 4 with, is half and I get 2. This is still an enlargement, only the number I have multiplied the original with is between 0 and 1, and then it becomes smaller, but it is smaller. And I spent lots of time talking about enlargements. You can see the notes over here. I'm going to skip the first one, but the second one. If we have an enlargement, all the dimensions, so the length and the height, are multiplied by the same number. If that's the case, then we have an enlargement. And that number is called the scale factor. So right now, if you go from 4 to 6, it becomes 1.5 times as great, so I need to multiply 4 by 1.5 to get to 6. So the scale factor is then 1.5. And the scale factor is bigger than 1, is greater than 1, so it becomes greater. It is an enlargement that becomes greater. It could also multiply it by half. Then it goes from 4 to 2. It is still an enlargement, but the scale factor is between 0 and 1, so it is smaller. So this is an enlargement that becomes smaller. Now, this is very nice and has to do lots with math, but math is also about these things. And if I'm going to get the triangle thing to the front a bit more over here, I'm going to move this ruler away. And I'm going to do the same trick, so it's going to stay in enlarged, it's going to be enlarged. We are working with enlargements, but you can see if you take a look at the angles, whatever I do, as long as I enlarge it, the angles stay the same. That is also something with enlargement. If I, and I will also show you what happens if I don't enlarge, it will only move one side, then only the height is changed, and you can see the angles are different. And also the case over here, the angles in his knee stays the same, and it looks the same, and it looks kind of odd when I'm here, and you can see that the angle is different as well. So this is not an enlargement anymore. Okay, this being math, we work with triangles and squares and rectangles and all these things, not that much with pictures. And this paragraph we're going to work a lot with a triangle. And if I have this triangle and I want to give it a name, then I simply give the corners, give them a name, for instance, A and B and C. Why? Because it's very short. If I could also call them Arnold and Bertie and Charlotte, but that takes a long time to write down. ABC is much smaller. So it's a triangle with A, B, and C. So it is called triangle A, B, C. Okay, hey, guys, we're going to practice in class with the scale factor and what happens with enlargements. See you then. Bye.